All right, thanks, Michelle. Are you having trouble communicating with your teen? You're probably not alone. But what if the conversation could change by avoiding just a few common words?
This morning, local family psychologist Dr. Wes Crenshaw is here to discuss the vocabulary with us, and it really sounds too good to be true. 3 words can make such a big difference with how we're getting our message across to teens, and I'm guessing even tweens.
Sure, and by just watching this segment this morning, everybody's parenting problems will disappear.
There you go.
As if by
See?
magic.
Dr. Wes is on the job.
All right, well, let's get started here. What is the first word that we should cross off the list? And I've got my pen in hand right now.
It's super popular. It's trust. In
Trust.
22 years and 24,000 hours of clinical work, I have never met a teenager who told me privately that teenagers are trustworthy. I did meet one, actually, and she came back from college later, and I asked her about it, and she said, no, I was just lying about that. So it really is not a word. Teens just aren't wired. That's not what they're wired to do neurologically. They're wired to be differentiated, to go and find their own way, and that is what they're going to do, and so that doesn't make them super trustworthy. And it tends to, when you use this word, it tends to start more arguments, whether the teen uses it or the adult. So the teen says, come on, why can't I have 15 people in my car or have a sleepover? Don't you trust me? And, you know, what do you say to that? And, or the parent, no, right. And then they're like, oh, you know, you've crushed my soul. And that's not really how it works. Trust is always an argument. And if the parent, usually parents use trust as a convenient way to not be interested enough in what kids are doing. What you want to focus on instead is judgment, the quality of judgment. That's actually empirically verifiable. And so you want to say, I think when you're where you shouldn't be doing what you're not supposed to be doing, then your judgment is at least better than other people's. And that's how you kind of rate whether your kids are out there acting the way you want them to.
So is that what good judgment looks like on a kid?
Yeah, it is. It's their ability in the moment to make a decision that they intend to make, a decision that's in their best interest. Now, are most kids super good at that? No, but some are better than others.
Right.
I know kids with good judgment. So.
All right, that's number 1. What is the second word?
The second one is manipulation, the famous manipulative teen. This is just like name calling. This is like, oh, you're so manipulative. And it's what we refer to as a contemptuous term. It shows that you sort of don't like your teenager, and that's, of course, a great starter. And so try to avoid saying that one, and instead think about the manipulative teen as a person who's just trying to get their needs met, maybe not in the most effective way possible. And honestly, I have absolutely met manipulative teens, but that is, if they're truly always under the radar trying to, you know, mess with people, that is a sign of conduct problems. And you probably ought to get to the therapist. If your child really is manipulative, not call them names, get them.
But some of that's normal.
Well, you're gonna see kids trying to get their needs met, and your job, you know, kids do kid things and parents do parenting things, and calling each other names like controlling or manipulative isn't really a way to resolve that conflict, that necessary conflict.
Well, teens have been working on that word for a long time. So let's get to the third word now.
Well, the third word...
Yeah, we're going to hold that for 30 minutes.
You have to get the drum out because we're going to do a drum roll and reveal the third word on the list.
Yeah,
Right,
Dr. Wes is going to be back in about 30 minutes. He'll tell us that third word that all of us parents should avoid. If you have questions for him, he has offices in Prairie Village as well as Lawrence. I would love to be in one of your therapy sessions.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
I bet they're really interesting.
They're intense, man.
Thanks, Dr. Wes. We'll see you in just a bit.
Be here.